Shalom. Call all Yahweh Shemel Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Shemel Shai Brakathum to the hopefully elect. And I'm just back doing a little commentary on this video by the elder apostle Tahar, man. This is actually my third time watching this video because the elder's going in, man, and I believe um you know the elder speaking through the spirit. This is Yahweh Shemel Shai giving a stern warning for Jake that's playing around, because go ahead and get this in First Peter, because one thing, man, you're about to see a lot of Jake. And when I'm talking about Jake in this video, I'm talking about Jake that's in the truth, Israelites that are in the truth, that are in the know. Because let me get this first in First Peter 4:17. First Peter 4:17, it says, "For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh Shemel Shai." So again, it said judgment must begin, and that start with the house of Yahweh Shemel Shai, man, Israelites, Jake that knows that they're in the truth, because Jake, man, you got Jake there, a lot of Jake being idle. You got a lot of Jake playing around. You got Jake coming up with all type of wayward doctrines because they think they know something. They get certain breakdowns, from the elders, and apostles, man, and they think they know something, and they just start doing their own thing, come up with all type of wayward doctrines. And again, this is talking about Jake in the truth, Israelites that are in the truth. And you see, man, Yahweh Shemel Shai is getting ready to off a lot of these Israelites that are in the truth, man. This is where judgment's going to start, and this is why I said judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh Shemel Shai. It must. This is necessary, because Jake is playing around with this. Jake is playing around with the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai. And for one, man, this is not a game, man. The apostles stress this a lot. This is not a game. This truth, man, this is serious business. But Jake is standing around being idle. Jake, you know how Jake is, man. You see all these weird doctrines, these wayward doctrines, man. And this is why Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to start jacking a lot of these Israelite groups up, man. A lot of these individuals in these different camps and whatnot, even in Great Millstone, which I'm not affiliated, I'm not a part of Great Millstone, but I follow the doctrine of the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. But the elder said it. He even said it himself in this video. Even a lot of guys in Great Millstone are idle, man. And he was going in how, hey, man, brothers that get kicked out the camps, then this it'd be permanent kickouts. Because Jake is playing around with this thing, man. The elder talks about growth. We're supposed to be growing in this thing, growing in this truth, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But you got Jake, man. They're still on a basic level, man. So this is why Yahweh Shemel Shai, he's going to start jacking a lot of these Israelites up, man. And like I said, because I believe this is through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai giving a stern warning, man. Because the sifting, man. You don't want to get spewed out. You don't want to get when the Lord separates the wheat, when He separates the wheat from the tares, man. You don't want to get separated on with the bad. But I'm gonna read this again in 1 Peter 4:17. It says, "For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh Shemel Shai. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh Shemel Shai?" So judgment must begin at the house of Israel. Those that say that they're in the truth, because we ought to know better, man. We ought to know better. All right. We get this in the book of Amos, chapter 9. Amos 9. I'm going to start at verse 8. It says, "Behold, the eyes of Yahweh Shemel Shai are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, save Yahweh Shemel Shai." All right. Going into that remnant. All right. Because it said, the Lord will not utterly destroy the house of Israel, but the house of Jacob, which are you Israelites. Because, hey, the Lord's getting ready to jack He's getting ready to jack Jacob up, man. Except the the elect, that remnant. That's why, the beginning of these shows, man, is it's peace, blessings, and salutations to those of the hopefully elect. All right, to the sincere believers, man. And the Lord knows the Lord knows who's sincere and who's not, man. The Lord knows who's playing around with this thing and who's taking His will serious. The Lord knows all these things. That's why I said here. That's why I said here. The eyes of Yahweh Shemar shine upon the sinful kingdom. The Lord is always watching, man. The Lord sees and knows all things. So there's nothing that any one of us is doing that doesn't get noticed by Yahweh Shemar shine. So the Lord knows who's playing and who's not. The Lord knows who's for real taking this seriously and who's not. Reading on the verse 9, it says, Amos 9:9, for lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in the sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. So again, all right, the sifting, man, all right, the separation, again, basically from the good and the bad. Yahweh Shemel Shai, like I said, even with these other Israelite camps, because these Israelite camps, man, they're out of it, man. They're gone. You got camps teaching that John the Baptist wasn't in the truth, right? All type of, you got Israelites out here that are condoning, they're allowing women to have multiple husbands. Believe it or not. You got Israelites that are allowing women to teach, and as the elder apostle Tahar, he touches on that, man. These women are rising up and all out of order. It's causing all type of confusion. Israelites getting into these debates, which causes confusion. This is what he's touching on some of these things, man. Jake is all out of order right now, man. And this is why, Yahweh Shemel Shah, man, he's about to clean up house, and this is the sifting, man. All right, but I'm gonna read verse 10. It says, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. And you see, you got Israelites that teach against Jacob's trouble. Israelite groups that say that there's not going to be a Jacob's trouble. All right. You even got Israelites that teach Edomites can make it. You got Israelites that teach that Yahushua wasn't a so-called black man. You got Israelites, man, teaching all type of wayward doctrines, man, all type of craziness. And this is why Yahweh Shemel Shah is getting ready to clean up house. I'm actually play some of this video, man.
And that from a child that I have known the holy scriptures, which is able to make thee wise into salvation. And it speaks about growing. Bear me for a minute. And this happened back at One West. You had a certain number of individuals that was on fire. You had a whole lot of people that were lukewarm. And you had people that were just cold. And you know what happened to all them people? And once I got rid of them.
Yahweh Shemel Shai sifted them out, man. Because if you're lukewarm, you're basically cold, man. Because there again, when it comes to Yahweh Shemel Shai, there is no in between. All right, you're either gonna be hot on fire, you're either gonna be lukewarm, or you're gonna be cold. And like I said, pretty much being lukewarm is being cold. So, this is why let me get this real quick in 2 Corinthians, because like I said, I've been quoting some of these precepts a lot, but I actually bring them out now. 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 5, it says, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. You see, because like I brought it out in yesterday's street teaching, man. Brought it out in the street teaching. Like a car, man, you get a car, you got to have a routine maintenance checkup on that vehicle, man. It's the same thing with our spirit, man. We need to constantly be, checking our spiritual brakes, our spiritual check engine lights, our spiritual, oil changes, everything based on the spirit, man. We need that. We need a constant spiritual, maintenance check, a maintenance checkup. You know, examining ourselves whether we be in this faith, because it's easy. Hey, man, it's easy to go off. It's easy to, it's easy to lose sight when you're in this truth. It's easy to lose focus. It's easy to gear off the tracks. Reading on, it says, "Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves that know ye not your own selves how that Yahushua Hamashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates." So you see, man, you don't, and we don't want to fall into that, that reprobateness. All right, a bug out, you know, because if you're not walking this fine line of the truth, man, again, you will get sifted out. You will start bugging out, man. You will become a bug out. You'll become a reprobate. And this happens all the time. And like the elder apostle said, man, this happens all the time. Guys come in, they're, in for, a season or so, and then they fall out. They lose focus, man. They give up hope, right? So this happens all the time, man. And like I keep saying, I think this is the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai speaking, man, giving stern warning, man. But I'm gonna get this. Or matter of fact, let me play some more of this, because like I said, man, this is my third time watching this video. Because hey, man, the elders going in, man.
Most I got rid of them, and we this close to getting rid of you women. So you better,
Yeah, because like I said, you got women coming on comment boards, and more than likely, man, a lot of the women that come on the brothers' pages, they're more than likely following different groups. They're watching other groups, so they come on the comment boards are all out of order, right? Stuff like that. And again, the elder was, he was touching on these things, man. He said, hey, man, it's going to get to a point where it's just going to, do away with, just do away with the women altogether, man. Coming on the comment board and just being all out of order. See, this is what's going on in Israel right now. This is chaos. It's chaotic. And this is why Yahweh Shem Shai, he has to clean up house, man.
You better start walking on eggshells. There needs to be a house cleaning. Some of you niggas got to get out of here, man. You got to get into that Joe Clark spirit. Hey, Joe Clark, hey, that was one of my favorite movies. When he got all them gremlins and all them niggas at the auditorium, and you had some sitting in the audience and some standing on stage, and they didn't realize that he's going to kick them all out. He said, you are expurgated. You can leave, and I remember the bald-headed nigga, they just had grimy gremlin, I said, yo, money, what's up with that money? I'ma come get you, nigga. And the nigga came back into school like the gremlin that he is. So we gotta get rid of you gremlins, man. We gotta get rid of you goddamn gremlins and you demons.
So yeah, man, hey, niggas gotta go, I'm gonna get this in Luke 22 and verse 31. It says, "And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan have desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat." So you see, all right. And this is why, again, we gotta come when we come into this truth, man. Being in this truth, we gotta walk that fine line, man. Because hey, the devil, he's walking around seeking whom he may devour, and ultimately, hey, that's the Lord. If you become a bug out, if you become a reprobate, that's ultimately, hey, Yahweh Shem Shai, man, spewing you out, man. I'm gonna get this here in the book of Luke, chapter 13, starting in verse 6. It says, "He spake also this parable: A certain man had a fig tree planted in his vineyard, and he came and sought fruit thereon, and found none. Then said he unto the dresser of his vineyard, Behold, these 3 years I come seeking fruit on this fig tree, and find none. Cut it down, why cumbereth it the ground? And he answering said unto him, Lord, let it alone this year also, till I shall dig about it and dung it. And if it bear fruit, well, and if not, then after that thou shalt cut it down. So basically, long story short, the point being, you don't want to get cut out, man, because like the scriptures say, man, every tree not bearing forth fruit, man, it's going to wither away, man. It's going to be, cut off, man, and it's going to wither away, and that's the thing, man. We don't want to be that individual that gets spewed out, man. We don't want that lot to befall us, so I'm also get this in Luke 19 and Luke 19 and 27. It says, but those, because when you read a few verses up, it goes into basically those being idle, man. Those that you got the servants that matter of fact, let me just read it real quick. I'm gonna jump up to verse verse 12. Luke 19 and 12 says, he said therefore a certain nobleman went into a fair country to receive for himself a kingdom and to return, and he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, occupy till I come. So you see, occupy. All right, got to be busy, man. Can't take no time off, no breaks, nothing like that, man. Got to do this work. You see, Jake, man, they come into this truth. They're being idle, being lazy, all right? And that's why, well, I'm going to get it, but before I get it, just keep reading on down. I'm going to jump down to verse 15. It says, and it came to pass that when he was returned, having received the kingdom, then he commanded these servants to be called unto him, to whom he had given the money, that he might know how much every man had gained by tradings. Because you see, when we're given this truth, man, we got to flip it. We got to do something with it. Verse 16. Then came the first, saying, Lord, thy pound hath gained 10 pounds. And he said unto him, well, thou good servant, because thou hast been faithful in a very little, have thou authority over 10 cities. And the second came, saying, Lord, thy pound hath gained 5 pounds. And he said likewise to him, be thou also over 5 cities. Because, every one of us is given a different measure according to the Spirit. Not everyone is going to be on the level of the apostles and the elders. We all have our different lot, our different portion. But the point being, we got to utilize it, man. We got to flip it. All right, we got to do something with it. Put it to use. You can't just let it, go to waste, man. Because that's where Yahweh Shemel Shah, he will spew you out, man. And it has to be like this until the very end. He that endureth until the end shall be saved. All right. And this is what happens. Like I said, Jake, they come in, come in for a certain season, man, however amount of time. And then eventually, man, they lose that fire. It dies down. They give up, man. They turn their hand back to the plow, man. Reading on, it says, verse 20, and another came, saying, Lord, behold, here is thy pound which I have kept laid up in a napkin. He didn't do nothing with it. He didn't utilize his talent, man. Verse 21, it says, for I feared thee, because thou art an austere man. Thou takest up that thou layest not down, and reapest that thou didst not sow. So you see, I'm going to jump down to the point now, verse 27. It says, but those mine enemies which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. So you see, man, again, this sifting, you don't want to be sifted with the tares, man. Because this separation, man, how about Shemel Shah? He's going to separate the good from the bad, and then he's going to judge the wicked, man. He's going to judge the bad, man. They're going to be casted out. All right. All the sinners of my people shall die, as I read before. So like I said, man, I believe through the spirit, but this is a strong warning from Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. You know, stop playing around with this thing, man, and you know, because this is the, hey, man, the Lord is getting ready to wrap this thing up. All right, He's getting ready to wrap things up, man. You know, so yeah, man, um, strong exhortation by the elder apostle Tahar. I'm gonna leave this link in the video. I'm gonna leave the link to this video in the description if you want to check it out. But hopefully this was edifying to whom it may concern. Giving all credit to Yahweh Shai. And until next time, Lord's will, let's say shalom.